Hey everyone, we're here at Old Fort Stone Park in Manchester, Tennessee. We're here to walk along the trails today, see the waterfalls, and see what the park has to offer. We have Dad Nerd with us today. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, be sure to subscribe for future videos. Hit the thumbs up button, and let's check out the park. All right, everyone, we're just here at the parking lot area here. Already looks very beautiful as we get out of the car here. And as we come along, as the entrance to the park here, there is one sign here for information about the Manchester powder mill. And it's actually pretty interesting. You think of a mill usually like as grain or flour, things like that. And this was actually for gunpowder. It's like 125,000 pounds of gunpowder during its brief existence. But there's a little information about that for you. And let's continue down the trails. Looks here, have a safe visit sign. I do have an app, there's park rules, just some general information, but here's the QR codes if you want to scan that. And let's head down the trail here. Don't know if you can hear it yet, but we already hear the water off to our right down there. And that's the Duck River. You can barely see it down there, but we can already hear it. Right as you start off, water fountains there, little area you can sit at. It'll be good when you come back if you need a break. It is covered as well. And I do have a museum here and a gift shop. So there's the museum right as you come into the right. Gift shop is open, come see us. And there's the hours there as well, 8 to 4:30 on the museum. And the Old Stone Fort prehistoric enclosures to our left. That's the trail we're going to walk along today. Alright, we're still at the entrance area right now, just starting the trail. We can kind of see the Duck River a little bit off in the distance and some of the water down there, and you can definitely hear it as well. So let's keep heading along. Here's a little information here, the Old Stone Fort. There's a little information on that real quick. And here's the trail here, just off to the right. Let's go up on the fort there. So right below us is the now current gift shop, but this is the Old Stone Fort up here. Looks really interesting. And there's some information about it here. It's a prehistoric Native American mound site. It's pretty interesting. And here's where the river is and the waterfalls, it looks like. And so there's a 50-acre enclosure. And you can see the trail right there, kind of where we're at the beginning here. It kind of goes along. There's a couple little waterfalls. And so let's check all that out. All right, another sign here on top of the fort. Geographic setting of the Old Stone Fort. So this talks about the fort a little bit more in detail here. And it talks about the Highland Rim there. So we're actually right on the edge of the Highland Rim, it looks like, as well, which is pretty cool. Central Basin. And here's overlooking where the fort would have been. And so you can see there's some water down below. And it's a little hard to see. There's still a lot of trees growing now. It's not the fall time quite yet, but you can see some of the water down below. It looks like maybe a little waterfall there, or a dam or something. Alright, we're still up here on the top of the fort, and just a little bit better view of the dam down below. Looks really cool. Alright, he's heading down the trail now. The stairs going down here. And you can really start to hear that water now. It looks like the trail does go on to your left and then down to your right. Looks like there's a way to get down to the dam down there. Let's see if we can make it down there. Looks like it's a pretty steep trail right through here, but there's lots of roots to help your footing. Just take us a few moments to get down here. You gotta kind of find your path on the rocks and the roots of the trees here. And now we made down to the bottom. I'm just gonna walk straight across here to see the dam. And there we go. It's a really beautiful look there. Well worth the hike down here. Awesome, thank you so much. And there's a look at it, we're right here at it. Just beautiful. And look down below, it's a dad nerd. Dad nerd. Hey Dad. My dad John there. He's gonna get some cool photos here, but it's gonna be quiet for a minute. Let y'all just listen to the beautiful sound of the water here. All right, let's continue along the trail and see what else we can find. And that's the trail back up there. Like I said, it's a little steep of a trail getting down, kind of have to make your way through, but we'll make it back up and we'll see at the top. Just a cool little shot here. You got kind of trees overgrown the river here, or into the river a little bit, and the beautiful fall of the dam there. It's really beautiful. And we'll look downstream. Let's continue along. And just one more look as we head back up the trail. It's really beautiful down here. And just to give you an idea, this part of the trail is very steep and hard to get up and down, so just a warning. But let's head up the trail. All right, we made it back to the top, and we're headed along the trail here. Duck River's still down there to our right, and let's continue along. Look, a big tree fell here. There's a lot of roots on this trail, so definitely watch your step if you come. All right, we just came to a split in the trail here. One side goes down, well, looks like maybe another waterfall down there to your right, and it's like the main trail goes to the left. So let's see what's down this trail here. See if there's a waterfall or water down there. And this is another steeper part of the trail, so just a heads up on that. And then you can already see some of the water right next to us there. Now it looks like straight ahead could be the waterfall. Let's head on down there. Alrighty, we just finished walking down this part of the trail here, and looks like there's a waterfall over to our right here. You definitely can hear it. And there it is right there. Very beautiful. It looks like there is rocks down below. A tree limb getting down there. So we're gonna walk down a little edge right there. So let's walk over there. See if we can get a better view. Oh, there we go. A much better view from here. Maybe down this next little platform here. Yeah, you can see a fantastic view of the waterfall there. Wow, this is beautiful. Just come along the trail here. One more sign here. The Wonders of the Frontier. This talks a little more about that. And continue on. The trail is straight ahead. I looks like you can go right down to the bottom of the falls we just saw even more. Let's see if we can get further down those falls. Well, this trail leads to some rocks right here, so not really a safe way to get down there possibly, but you can see some more of the river and the waterfall just up ahead there. Gonna continue along here. This is kind of the pool here of the water below. It's very beautiful. Alright, we're heading back up from the falls, and the sign here in front of us says that was the Blue Hole Falls. So that's the one we just saw. And here's a sign for it right here. And we're heading the opposite direction here. So trail's right here. Let's continue along the trail. Like crossroad here. We chose the right path. The left one had a tree blocking it. You can hear some thunder off in the distance as well. Sounds like it might rain soon. Actually, here, the other trail comes right into here, actually. So, right or left doesn't matter. You're to come back to where we are now. Now we have 3 trails. One looks like this way, one straight ahead, and one to your right. So we'll take the straight ahead one. Looks the most well-traveled and should be on the correct path here. Oh, yeah, there's a marker on the tree right there. So if you look on the trees, you can see these little markers. That tells you you're on the trail. So let's keep heading on. Up to our right, something looks pretty interesting up here. Looks like some rocks, stones. And Nerd Dad, or John, says it looks like the mill used to be here. I think we're at the mill site now. This is really neat. The old mill here, or we're assuming is the old mill here. There's a sign ahead of us here. Let's see here. It just says, help us protect the site. Do not disturb any stones or bricks. And I'm going to cut ahead real quick to this sign to see what it says real quick, and we'll head right back to the structure behind us. Yep, this is the old stone fort and the Stone Fort Paper Company. There's a little more information about that for you. Let's see if we can head down a little trail inside of it. See from inside view here. Wow, this thing is huge. It's a lot bigger once you get down inside of here. So you can see where it starts there, 2 trees, and then just kind of all around here. Again, back to where we started at. Looks like this may have been one of the windows, or maybe where the old actual mill part of it was. That's looking out right over the river below. Nice view there. Alrighty, we just left the mill area. Continuing along the trail here. There's a bunch of little side paths you can go along that go down to the water. And we're heading back up to the main trail right now. There's one of the side paths again. Like a little standing water or very slowly moving water down there. And this is the main trail right here. And right to our right looks like some stairs as well. Let's head over to those stairs.
Sorry.
Oh, you're fine. And those stairs, like, it just goes down to a lower portion there. And here's some water off in the distance. There's a trail going down. Let's head on the stairs real quick and see what's down here. We're along the water again here. I don't know if you can hear off the distance yet, but definitely sounds like something ahead of us, water-wise. Oh, let's see, there's more stairs in front of us. I guess going back to the main trail. And down here, looks like there's some running water is what we're hearing. It looks like it's just a log, a rock, but then probably a 5-foot drop, maybe a 4-foot drop at least right there. I don't want to risk anything going any further, but there's some of the beautiful water down there. And we'll turn back around and head up these stairs here. Alrighty. So there's a sign ahead and some more trails ahead of us. The sign says Big Falls to our right. Looks like the main trail is over there to your left. And then Big Falls here to the right. Let's check it out. Heading on the Big Falls Trail, it said here. Has gotten a lot darker out now. Believe it or not, it is the morning time. It's just gotten really cloudy outside. And there is the Big Falls down there. Let's see if there's a way down there where we can see the falls better. This is the trail marked for it, so let's see what we can find out. Looks like that may be our path down. Maybe. Let's go a little further ahead and see if there's an easier path down. Oh yeah, here's the easier path down. So let's take this path down in the woods and see what we can see down here. Sorry, the camera's a little shaky. Just trying to take our time getting down through these steeper parts. Oh wow, there's a nice breeze down here too. This feels great. Not too hot this morning. Humidity's a little high, but this breeze feels fantastic down here. Again, another steep trail down, so be sure to watch your footing if you come down here. And looks like to our right immediately you see one fall, and then to our left is another bigger one. Let's check out the one to the right. It's really beautiful out here. All right, everyone, you can see a little bit of one of the falls behind us. We're at the Big Falls now. Dad Nerd is off in the woods somewhere taking some pictures. Very beautiful hike. Highly recommend coming here. There's a few steeper parts, but the main trail does seem pretty accessible. There's some roots and things like that, but so far we're both having a blast. Let's continue on trails, look at the waterfalls. Alrighty, here's another look at the falls. Look at the top one. There's one down to our left, it looks like as well. You get the running water there, and just really beautiful out here. This tree's a little bit in the way, but you can kind of see it here. It's very beautiful. All right, there's a pool of water there, and there's the drop off there. You can hear more of the thunder. It sounds like a storm is rolling in. Let's head to the next fall area real quick. And we just caught a glimpse of Dad Nerd behind us. He was, there's Dad Nerd going through the woods. So we're trying to look down as much as we can to try to make sure we get our good steps and don't fall. Rocky, a little bit wet. So, and wow, there's a big old pool of water down here. And the next waterfall, wow. This is beautiful. Just wow, it's beautiful. There's the one upstream we just were at there, and then the one down here. It kind of goes in this big pool here of water. I'll let y'all take that in for a moment. Wow, and it feels great down here too. Again, I said that a minute ago, but it feels wonderful. Just a little bit of breeze. And off to the side here is a little side waterfall, looks like as well. So here's the big pool we just saw. There's the waterfall kind of right behind us a little bit there. And then off to the left here, I love all types of waterfalls, water features. So definitely don't miss out on this one either. Another little side fall here. It looks like it actually kind of goes around the corner there for another little fall. So just some cool water areas right there here. As we're heading back up the trail, I didn't want y'all to miss this above view right here. We're just on top of the waterfall right here. And wow, it is just beautiful. Oh, let's take this one in for a minute as well. I'll stop talking here. I just love the sound of rushing water, waterfalls. It's just amazing. There's a look down to the big pool there. And there's the waterfall upstream again. You can see a little more of it. Let's continue on. And we're just hiking back up now. One last look from the falls up top and the water rushing over it. And then we're going to head back up the trail here and see what else there is to find. Again, when you go down the waterfalls, it is pretty steep. So you can see that's our trail in front of us going back up, one of them. And there's a second one going up right there, but both of them are pretty steep. So let's head up the trails here. And there's just a look. We're hiking back up the side here, but you see all the roots and how steep it is. Again, so make sure everybody's aware. Has some good shoes on, but it's not too bad. Just take your time and make it down. Looks like the trail continues on to our right here. Let's keep going. There's one of the markers right here, so you know you're on the right trail. And I see our sign to the right there. It says the trail is this way. Oh wow, look at this. It's a big steep drop off right down to the river there, but it's like something you would see in the mountains, maybe not so close. It's like the Manchester's where we're at, so we're not too far from the city here, so that's pretty cool to see something that reminds you of the mountains and all the woods here. It's just beautiful. You wouldn't think there's a city just a few miles out of the park here. Our trail marker again, we know we're on the right path. And then off to your right here, another steep overlook. Now what a big difference. We were just right next to it after that last waterfall. Wow. You hear some thunder, or you should be able to hear some thunder off in the distance again. Definitely sounds like a storm may be coming this way. All right, just come along here. Another big, all steep drop off right there. Oh, that's around the edge of the trail too. Continue along the path here. And most of the main trail is like what you see we're on now. Pretty flat, can't be walked by most people. There is roots, so just be careful. But definitely a nice trail through here. It is starting to rain, so you can hear the rain possibly throughout the trees. It just sounds beautiful. It looks like there's actually sand on the trail too, which is unique, so it won't get all muddy through here. That's pretty cool. Okay, there's another one of those little small trails off to the side. Some of them go to dead ends, some go to trees down. Yeah, well, it looks pretty heavily wooded going down there. We'll stay on the main trail for now. Cover yourself up. Let's go. Keep rolling. Alrighty, we're heading along the trail still here. You can probably hear the rain now. It's a pretty good rainstorm out here. We got umbrellas, so we're in good shape. Nice little bench there. So if you did want to sit down, there's a good spot for it right there. Tree fell over there as well. So there's another sign ahead of us. This is Mills Interrupt the Walls. A little information there about the sign. And there's another trail marker here. This is the Old Stone Fort Trail right there. That's the trail we just came off of. And this is the main trail areas through here. The rain is coming down pretty good right now. So it looks like straight ahead is the Old Stone Fort Trail. And then I want to walk straight ahead to your right real quick just to show you the sign here. But we're going to go back to the Old Stone Fort Trail we're going to go along. And this sign here, just so you know, alternate trails, the Forks Trail, and the Backbone Trail. The Backbone's in red, a little hard to read. And there's also the Moat Trail as well in black, a little bit harder to read. But there's the sign for the trails. And those all head that way. And we're going to head back on the Old Stone Fort one. So let's head back up the hill here. The Old Stone Fort Trail, here we go. Alrighty, we had a rainstorm. It has poured down rain. We had to take cover for a few minutes, but we're heading on. Still a little wet now, still raining. You can see the ground here, but we're trucking on here. Looks like we're on a wood path here. Another little path off to the right there. You can still hear some thunder in the distance there. There's a sign coming up right here. Patterns in mound wall construction. Let's talk a little more about that. Alright. Let's continue on the path here. And off to the right a little bit there, looks like there's a big field open. I think that's the open archaeological site, I believe. Trail got very wet during that pour down. Again, still raining now.
It's dry when you get back.
Yeah.
Go to the bathroom, hope you got paper towel.
Again, a very beautiful trail, even during the rainstorm here. There's a park bench coming up, or a bench, I guess. I think I'll kind of overlook the open area there. Take a quick look at that for you. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if on a good day out here you may see some wildlife, or no telling what else you may see out here. Alright, we're going to turn back around the trail here, and we're going to keep rolling. There's some more stairs up here and a trail going down that way. And the moat is an abandoned river channel. Talk a little more about that. And I'm gonna take a peek over this real quick to see what's down this way. So it's just another trail going down. I don't see any waterfalls or anything else down that way. So we're gonna stay on the main trail. All right, we just came to the end of the trail before it opens up here. So there's the open part, still a little bit of rain going on, but it does open up to a pretty flat area out here. We'll continue on. I'm not sure what path we're gonna go next to the rain, but we're gonna continue on here in a minute. Alright, still got some rain, but it's let up quite a bit. Off in the distance there, you can see the storm that probably just moved through, and some daylight coming through. Big open field here. We'll walk along this part of the trail here. A little bit muddy right now. Just a really expansive open area through here. Looks really pretty. Alright, we just got out of the big open field behind us. Still some good rain coming down. And another one of the signs here for the enclosed grounds. Some information you can read about there. This is a 50-acre field right in front of us. Really interesting. Heading back along the trail to the front here. The sign here for the Eastern Gateway. Information about that. First feature seen on the old stone fort is the only gateway evident in the walls on this end of the enclosure. Pretty cool. Giant puddle ahead of us. I'm sure you can hear the rain as well. A little slippery in here. And there's where we came in at. That building ahead of us is the gift shop. I think there's restrooms somewhere nearby. And then the path to the left goes back down to the waterfalls and the trail walking around the park here. As quiet as we can in the museum area. So just look around some of the things in the museum here. This is all free as well. So when you come to the park here, there's no admission. And the museum's free. There's a gift shop. They do take donations. So if you want to donate to the park system, you definitely can. There's some flints, it looks like. This talks about archaeology here. More about archaeology. Yeah, sorry, I'm not reading everything here, just trying to be quiet. This is a museum with people could get packed here too as well. And here's the entrance complex and the solar alignment is what this big part here talks about. Big stone area here. There's a little pot down there. Building an old stone fort literally transformed the landscape. Although the mounds appear to connect to their natural surroundings, they represent amazing feats of engineering shaped and created by human hands. It talks about the enclosed 50-acre area we just walked through. This is really neat here. The interesting enclosure appears to have been built to align with the rising sun on the longest day of the year. It's pretty interesting. It talks about how women, men, and children all contributed to building the 4,600-foot long mound wall here. That's again what you see down here at the bottom is some of the representation of what a mound wall will look like. And a little more about who built it and why it's sacred. There's some more artifacts. There's a cool dome built over here. This is a double oven house. Wow. So look above, this is how they would actually live. Really neat. Some animal skins or furs on the wall there. You just look at the dome here, the dome house. And again, that's just how they would live and build. And there's a kind of an artist rendering of what it would look like. It's really neat. There's just some more stuff on the wall here. Let's talk about the Native American tribes. Civil War era. There's a breastplate and a horn emblem, looks like. Those are cool, old relics there. Talks about occupation here. It's part of the old mill, it looks like. Here's a stone floor, paper mill information. Creation of the old stone Fort State Archaeological Park. Just turning back around here. I guess the dome house we just saw. It's really neat how they built that. And there's the archaeological wall there. And now we're just heading back out of the museum part here. There's a little bit more of the museum back here. Domesticated foods. Oh, it has a little, keeps on going back here. And I'll show you all these little signs, grasses and grains. So some berry information there. They have TVs around showing what's going on. And finding and processing food. Also the more what they found in trash pits and cooking fires and things like that. This heads back around to where we just came in the museum at. Right. They do have a video room here as well. This shows some videos of the park here, like the falls and things like that they filmed, and cool artwork on the wall there. And they have chairs to sit in here. Just a nice little room in here. Take a break if you want to and watch a video. Here's the gift shop area here. Some of the shirts they have here. Some nice looking shirts here. Some more information booklets there. There's stuffed animals left. Here's what they look like here. Some stickers here. Some more souvenirs from the park here, and hats and shirts. All kinds of neat stuff here. Postcards, and they even have coffee here as well. There's postcards and park maps and all that. Some walking sticks and some cans there. That's pretty cool. Looking back at some of the more merchandise they have here. Some pins and medallions, pop socket. There. And look at the hats up top. Lots of neat stuff there. Alright everyone, we just got done going on the hike to the trails here and seeing the waterfalls and gift shop and the museum, all that the park has to offer. Again, the park is just outside Manchester, Tennessee, pretty much right in the downtown area. Highly recommend coming to the park here. Be sure to check it out. If you do, let us know in the comments below. If you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to subscribe. We really appreciate all the support, and we love hearing the comments and seeing what y'all have to say. So keep the comments coming, keep subscribing for more videos, and we'll see you soon. Already, right, one of the bridges you come across when you first come in the park here. As you can see here, the bridge is closed. If you're going to the campgrounds, you have to go a different way back from the highway. But foot traffic is still allowed. So we're just going to take a quick look over the bridge here so y'all can see it. Walk around here, and still running pretty good, not as bad as it was earlier. This is a pretty cool looking bridge here. Still a wooden bridge too, it looks like. That's pretty neat. It's a one way, one lane bridge. So when they do open it back up, just keep that in mind. And wow, what a view out here. Look at this. Beautiful view of the Duck River out here. There's the cool bridge arches there. Another view of the river there. Let's see if we can get down here towards the middle for you and see what the best view looks like. I'm about here in the middle now. Looks like way down there is the highway. So let's get a ways down there. Get a good view of the river. And we'll take a look at the other side here for you. Get a beautiful view of the river, and that's just heads down to where we hiked at and where the waterfalls are. Very beautiful. Very beautiful. All right, let's head back out of here.